#fridaysews. Welcome to the show, my life and what I've sown. Next week, what's on the go? Let's hang and see what Mabel and Willow might do. Don't forget Mr. Christopher too. Subscribe, like and share, just to let me know you care.
Hi, I'm Stacey J and this is my studio. I'd like to say welcome. Welcome back to anyone who has been watching me before, and welcome to anyone that is new. Thank you for stopping by, joining in and checking out what I've got to say in this Friday's Sews. That's a hashtag, Friday's Sews. I thought I was going to get through all of that without having to stop and correct myself. But alas, why would I let you down? Right, today is Friday. Hashtag Friday Sews was started by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room, and it is to get like-minded sewers around together on YouTube to talk about what we've made, what we plan on what we made this week, what we plan on making next week, and a little bit about life. I started my vlogging world by starting with a Friday's sew, and so I like to try and keep that up for sure. And something that happens regularly, on a regular basis, is I usually get interrupted by a text. And Steph, you'll be happy to know, oh yes, I read that text. I'm gonna have a piece of wood land on my foot. Not because I want to, it's just I keep putting my foot up on something which has a great big 4x4 on it, 2x4 piece of wood on it. Anyway, so what have I done this week? I have started my mother's birthday present. It's my mother's birthday this month, and I am making her a birthday present because I found something fantastic. I would say what it is, but then everything is just given away. There's only one person who really knows what I'm doing, and they won't tell her. Anyway, so I started that this week, and I like to have lots of whips. Now, I was watching Nikki from Snip and Sew, Sew and Snip, sorry Nikki, today, and she said that she does one project and then finishes it, where I'm a whip master. Man, I have whips all over the place. I don't know if I should learn from her or if I should just hide my head until the snowstorm goes past. But I do have a lot of projects on the go, I always do. I like to do that because, now what's a really good reason? What would be a really good reason? Because. That's about it, just because. So I have started Mum's birthday present. Yay, yay, yay. Right. Now, the other thing I've been doing, and I talked about it when I came back from up in Taupo, that Queenie she bought some knitting with her and I bought nothing, which is highly unusual for me. And I did have an idea of what I was going to bring, but because last minute Lucy, Mr. Christopher, hadn't sorted some stuff out, we were up to our eyeballs in getting packed and good to go with eskies and liquor and eskies and food. So that went by the wayside. Now, I wasn't too strung up about forgetting something to do because we're always doing something anyway, and going to watch Queenie's son. So, you'd walk up to the grandstand, watch, come back down, and then would have a couple of hours to kill, then go up to the grandstand, come back down. If something was entertaining up at the grandstand, we'd go up there. We actually didn't go up there when somebody had a crash. So she got me back. She had a crochet hook on her. She, when she sews up her knitting, she uses a crochet hook. I think that's very clever. I must learn how to do that. She will teach me. She's a very patient teacher. She's awesome. But then it got me into, I've only ever done granny squares, and I'm making a cardigan. Oh, if you're in my head right now. I'm making a cardigan at the moment, which is partly done, and it's done from a 6-cornered granny square, and it falls into a natural cardigan, and then you just build on it, and then you end up just going around doing double or triple, depends on what country you're in, double or triple knotty things. Okay, so I wanted to remember how to start that because it had been a year since I'd done a granny square, and and Queenie taught me how to do it anyway. God. So anyway, by the by, long story short story long, I was watching Bella something or other, if I remember, I'll put it down here. And that's how I learnt to crochet left-handed, was by watching her, being a left-hander and all. And I am doing little buds. Okay, now this is the third time I've crocheted this. I have rewound this like 3 times. The first time it was I was doing triple scummies. Okay, and then I just didn't want to do that. I wanted something fancy, so I watched her, and these little buddy things come up, and so I got the crochet hook out, and it was quite big, the triple scummies, and I thought, oh, that's too big, so I unpulled it all, and Mr. Christopher held it as he goes, "You sure?" I went, "Yep," and I'm winding up. Anyway, so then I did it, and I did it like that much, and that was too small. So, but I'd done like 7 rows. Well, I'd done like 7 rows of the buds, which is like 14 rows. And he's going, and I said, "It's too small. It's just going to fit me. What's the point?" Could have turned it into the sleeve. Do I have a pattern? No. Do I know what I'm doing? Absolutely not. But I'm making buds, little buds. So I'm doing single scummies along here, and then I do a row of buds, and then I do single scummies, and then a row of buds. So I've been doing that. Now, it would be bigger if I'd done it right from the first time. And this is my little crochet hook. I got a little set of them. So I'm using a number 7, and I have no idea what the yarn is because obviously I've got rid of the thingo. It's like little pops in and out. See, really cool. So I've got to unpick like that with an awl on it too, which hangs around my neck. So I've also done that. Now, what I'm really can't wait to show you, because I can't wait to wear it, is I wanted to make another, bear with. I wanted to make another Starstruck side tie top, okay? I want you to say it 5 times real fast. So Starstruck side top, tie top. Okay, now in the comments, tell me who actually did that. Right, so the Starstruck side tie top is one I made, because I made a toile of it because I really liked it, and I wanted to make one to go up to the racing up in Fielding about 7 weeks ago, and I couldn't be bothered tracing everything out and doing all that, and I already had a top traced out that had a little twist in it, so I used that. Now I made it, it was burnt out fabric, and everyone actually that saw it thought it looked lovely. However, it doesn't even look half as lovely as the next one I made, which I love it. Do you want to see it? So this is the colour. And the next one I wanted to make was meant to have the girly feminine sleeve, which I didn't do. Now, the reason I built this one was because I went into the wardrobe and was like, it's going to be chilly today. I have got hardly any long sleeve tops, and because I no longer buy clothing, I'll buy a knitted garment, and that's it. So, and it would be a fine knit, it won't be like a chunky knit. Actually, I did see something really nice. I liked in glaçons the other day. Was it glaçons? Anyway, I'm going to go and buy it. I'm going to go online and buy it. It's a blue v-neck jumper. It was really pretty. Anyway, and blue. So this is my new side tie top. That's the short term of it. Check it out. Look at the bishop sleeves. I made it on the long sleeve instead of the shorter sleeve, but I maintained the long cuff. Normally you have it about 5 centimeters shorter, and then you have the long cuff, but I said to you guys that I wanted it to have more of a drape over the sleeve. I've got a watch under this one. So I'm just going to take my watch off because it's fussy. Fussy tua. Right, it's fussy. So there we go. So I like it. I love it. I think it's nice. I've got the longer cut. The other one's a little bit shorter as well. I just think that it is cereal. Such a gorgeous top. Yay, Pattern Emporium. So that was Pattern Emporium, the Starstruck side tie top. Gosh, rolling off the tip of my tongue now. So that is what I made the other day because I just needed to have it. If you have got this pattern and you have not made it, totally get it, totally understand. It is a pitter to try to cut out, especially if your table is not as wide as your fabric. Now, your fabric has to be opened and it is all cut in one piece. And the back seam is the only seam that you have. Make sure you put your notches. There's a notch under the arm to go with the underarm of the sleeve. And yeah, just go with your notches. The neckline, this time I did the band. So you see the band there. I used my cover stitch machine to cover stitch it. Be silly me saying I used the cover stitch machine and that's not what I did. I also cover stitched the bottom of it, so it's just folded over and cover stitched so that it is all nice and bound and nice and thin. So I just love it. I just think it is just feeling groovy. So yes, I like it a lot. Did you know? I like it. So that is also something else I've made today, this week. Sorry, today. Now I did jump on Wednesday on my Wednesday Wheel of Fate. And I did finish off, I showed you the blouse. I have put the button on the back there of my blouse. If you haven't watched the Wheel of Fate, go and have a look. Wheel of Fate is for fabrics. This is my fabric number 2. It's quite a cute wee top, quite girly with the girly sleeves. This is the Harmony from Stylark. I will be making this again as well. I think I said that on the day, due to the fact I want to make it in a rayon or a viscose. I have a couple of viscose fabrics in there, and I have a lot of rayon. My problem is actually sorting out the vault. The vault is starting to really do my head in. Yeah, what? You've not been in my vault? Okay, I'll take you for a sneak peek. If you have, not much has changed. Okay, so just that's mother of the bride is coming to pick that up today. There's some duck fabric. That's his one I have to fix. These are heavy wool fabrics and coat fabrics. That's more newer fabrics. That's quite new, that shelf there, and as is that shelf there. There's all my knit fabrics. There's stuff there. There's some bag making stuff. There's my bag making fabrics. And fabrics. And this is the shelf that the fabrics came off, that my Wheel of Fate, and this one here. Okay, I do have some fabrics. I have a mess. This is a mess. And Stacey said, oh, there's some more fabric just up there. Just when you thought it was safe to walk out the door, there's more fabrics. It's colossal. It's mammoth. Oh, and that's the other thing. I think Nikki was talking about mink fabrics. No, it wasn't. I lie. It was it was actually Carolyn from Sweet Pea. She's in. Okay, so many years ago, yes, I'm changing the subject to just quickly say, many years ago when I was in the RAAF, which is the Royal Australian Air Force, I met a boy who'd come over, he was at a party, and he was from Canada, and I don't know how it got, but we just called it Canadia. So from there, every time I go to say Canada, I say Canadia. And it's not a disrespect thing at all. It was just what, and he thought it was funny and all that sort of stuff. But it just messes with your brain. So when you go to say the real word, it is what it is. So the other thing, and so Sweet Pea comes from, or Carolyn comes from Canada. And we were talking, or she was talking, not we, she was talking on her vlog that I watched today about the way I say macrame. And it's macrame. No French twang at all. It's like we applique something on, we sew it on, with a zigzag and all, we applique it. And it's also known around the world as applique, and macrame is known as macrame, which, it sounds posher. It does. So I kind of say it if I can. But no, we say macrame. Macrame. Oh, I can make it sound posh. Macrame, darling. It's macrame. No, it's macrame, mate. That's what it is. So, so I was, she was talking today about mink fabrics and how she was using her overlocker and it got bunged up with some fluff from the mink fabric. I've got a couple of pieces of mink fabrics. I might be making my son, who has moved out to a very, it's got 10-foot stud house in Wellington. So it'll be cold as all bajingas this winter. So I might make him an Udi, or what Mr. Christopher does is we make man frocks. So I might make him a long sleeve. Well, the idea of a man frock is not to be long sleeved, it's not to get in the way, and it's just meant to be like a really long jumper. If you have not seen that vlog with Mr. Christopher doing a sew along with his man frock, I might try and find it and add it to the list of things you should watch. It's humorous. Mr. Christopher can be quite humorous at times, not at other times, just at times. So that's what I've done this week. It doesn't seem to be a lot. I have decided that I'm going to make a 12 of the Noah pants, Noah jeans. And I am, if I like them, if I like how they are, if I like the way they're being built, then I would possibly do a sew along with them. If I don't like how they're built, but I do like them, because I don't know at the minute if I am really feeling the love on welt front pockets. That's, eyelashes hitting my glasses. One of my clients owns a beautician's down the road. And she just came with some, she's short, so I love her. So she came with some stuff to alter. And she's, I like your eyelashes. Are they real? I went, yeah, they're real. She's, oh, wow. Have you had a lift? No. I've just got new mascara. Okay, so they got the little welt pocket there. Okay, I don't know if I like that. I don't know. But I'm making it with the welt pocket. And we'll see how it goes. And like I said, if I like how it's built or I like how it's made, if I like how it's built and I like the style on me, I will possibly do a sew along with it. If I don't, then I won't. That's the facts, Jacks. Okay, so I just thought I'd let you know about that. I do have a client coming to pick up something at 5. She's a client and a friend. That's in half an hour. I'm all good. I could talk for half an hour. You know I could, but I won't. So that is, that's kind of really what I've done this week. one of the days seemed like such a busy day that I never really settled. I think that was Tuesday. Yeah, I think that was my week, really. I haven't had anything startling, like, no, I haven't had my eyebrows done, haven't had a haircut. No, I don't know. Nothing else. Yeah. I was going to go to the gym this morning, the one in the city with my son, but when I woke up at 4:30, I went, woke up at 7. So I needed that sleep, which was really good. It'll be good for my body. But I start my 8-week program this week coming, Monday coming. So this is a little challenge that Xander has set for his gym and for people to join. It's 8-week challenge. Mr. Christopher's doing it as well. I don't see him winning the competition. There is a competition. It's not who loses the most weight, it's the one who is more consistent with, hitting the goals that you plan to hit that day, whether it's the 10,000 steps, which means I've got to start walking again, 10,000 steps, or the training, or meeting your macros and all that sort of stuff. So it's quite exciting. Now, he's been in his place for a week today, and I do need to change vehicles with him. And I will probably be going out there on Sunday, taking his barbecue to him. He got a barbecue from us for Christmas because we knew he was going to be moving out, and all boys need to learn how to cook on a barbecue. Not saying women don't. I'm just saying all boys do, because where else would they stand holding their beers and talking at a barbecue, right? While the women are inside doing the green food, the healthy, yummy stuff. Because the boys inevitably burn the barbecue. Gotta say, Mr. Christopher doesn't. But he doesn't like to let people that come and push in and take over, no words. He does not like that. Anyway, so I'm going to shoot out on Sunday, swap cars, drop off his barbecue, drop off some blanket, got some yogurt for him. I've got some other stuff I found. I thought, he could do with that. So I've got that to give him, see how he set up his bedroom, because the video he showed me the other night when he got home, it was just like an explosion of stuff in a room. He's got a new flatmate. Okay, so everyone calls my son Alex. I do not call him Alex. When people talk about Alex and they're talking about my son, I'm 100% not sure who they're talking about. I call him Xander, or I call him Alexander. Those are the two things I call him. Or kiddo, or bucko, or buddy, or honey, or... Anyway, that's enough of that. Anyway, so he's got a new flatmate. So Luke is who he originally moved in with. Luke I've known for years, because he went to school with Luke, and Luke's doing electrical apprenticeship. And the other boy that's there, and I met him over Zoomy Facey thing, was Alec. Yes. That shouldn't be too hard. It shouldn't mess with their brains too much. It's going to mess with their brains. Anyway, that's enough from me. I've got to drink a little bit more water. I want to drink at least 2 of these a day. This is 1375. And then I have apple cider vinegar and bubbly soda water at night. Ugh, could you imagine sticking apple cider vinegar and bubbly? Oh no. Anyway, so that's me. I am going to upload this, and I'm going to try a couple of tricks with this. I'm having the steady climb. I've had probably 8 people subscribe to my channel in the last week, so thank you very much. Welcome. Hopefully you do watch and you haven't just subscribed for funsies. But yeah. Now, don't forget, tell me who tried to say starstruck side tie top 5 times. And tell me what's on your cutting table, because I've got the Noah pants and I'd like to do them this weekend. My little person, I shouldn't say that, she's such a lovely person. She's about 5 foot. She needs her clothes by Tuesday. We do a barter system. So like I said, she owns the beauticians down at Silverstream, down where I live. And we sort of trade off. So I do work for her and then I get a facial. Or I get something. So by the time my birthday comes around, I might have the whole works. You never know. So they can hear Victoria the other side of the wall. So I'll love you and leave you. Stay well, stay warm, stay dry, keep cool, keep on sewing. Hydrate, have no regrets. And if there's snow out and the sun's out, the double reflection is just as bad as it being summer. You know who I'm talking to. Take care, everybody. I'll see you later.
Subscribe, like, and share, just to let me know that you care.